Welcome everyone, I'm Nick Gottschall and I guess I'm gonna play Kirby's Dream Land. First thing you'll notice here is this game is black and white. Now, it wouldn't be a Kirby's Dream Land playthrough without pointing out that in the original American release, I forget about the Japanese release off the top of my head, I should have looked that up. Kirby was gray. Oh, it's up on this one. I honestly don't remember if he was pink in Japan. On the cover of the game, I mean. I do know that America has a history of making Kirby... Well, I mean, there's a trope titled American Kirby is Hardcore. And it would not surprise me to find out that the reason that Kirby is gray on the cover would be that maybe America didn't think that a cute pink character would sell as well, so they just made him gray, as the game was... Well, I was gonna say black and white, but I guess at the time it would have been on the Game Boy, so it would have been greenscale, not grayscale. Unless Game Boy Pocket was out by then, in which case they did go to gray at that point. Maybe I'm overthinking it. You'll also notice that I'm not gaining any powers. If you're unfamiliar with this game, this is the first ever Kirby game. And Kirby did not have copy powers. It was sucking things up and shooting things out and, you know, blowing people. And I see a lot of arguments against Kirby's Epic Yarn. People who are not happy with that one not having the copy abilities because they say, you know, that's what Kirby is. Kirby is copy abilities, but here we see at his very core, that's not what it always was. From the outset, Kirby did not have copy. But he was a puffball who sucked things in and spat things out. Which, to be fair, he also wasn't in Kirby's Epic Yarn. Yeah. I don't think we're missing a ton not having copy abilities here. This is a very short, very simple game, and it's fun. You don't really need the copy abilities to stretch it out. Okay, there's nothing outside of either of those. Now, the reason I'm playing this game... Oh, wait, hang on. Boss battle. Do you like that nice delayed reaction there? Alright, perfect. I'm good at this. Now, well, okay, bye. Now, the reason I'm playing this, that was a nice big waist. What? Wait a minute. Which door? No, I want the other one now. I don't like this door. This door sucks. Let's just suck that up. What am I doing? The reason I'm playing this is, anybody out there watch Game Grumps or Best Friends Play? The Game Grumps first... I feel like I'm just missing everything along the way here. It's not intentional. It's been, well, probably only like a year since I last played this, to be honest. The Game Grumps' first game on their channel was Kirby Superstar. And they were wildly successful until their channel imploded. And it imploded badly, and it's been going steadily downhill ever since. Well, there was about a good year after the implosion before it started really going downhill. Or, half a year. The two best friends, super best friends, go back, played Kirby's Epic Yarn as one of the first couple games on their channel. And it was so important that it actually became the theme from Kirby's Epic Yarn, became the theme of the channel. Can I not? Oh, I'm under a thing. Wow, that's kind of tough to tell. Oh yeah, now check this out. You ever play Smash Brothers? It was one of the first couple games they played on the channel, to the point, and it was important to the point where the theme became the theme, one of the themes from the game became the theme of the channel. Repeating myself a lot. Turns out, Let's Plays are tough. And they achieved success, not as much as the Game Grumps, but they achieved success. Until their channel imploded, at which point they all went their separate ways and still achieved good success separate from each other, so their implosion wasn't nearly as bad. Yeah. Tactics. So my hope here is to play Kirby as my third game on the channel. And achieve mild success, but for my implosion, the inevitable channel implosion, to be a mere hiccup in the channel's history. Wow, it took me an entire level to get that not very complex thought out. I apologize for anybody who sat there and listened to that whole thing. Let's talk about something else. I mentioned American Kirby is hardcore. If you didn't know what I was talking about, it's because on the American... Oh, I feel like I do that every time I play this game. On the American box art of Kirby games, Kirby is made to look angrier, sometimes even a little more violent. I think they give him, like, weapons and stuff sometimes. So that's become a bit of a mainstay that just everybody knows. You know, Kirby has to be tougher, angrier, in order to do well in America, or so they say. I think at this point, Kirby would be fine either way. See, now there, with the bomb and the spicy curry and the microphone, you do kind of see the genesis of the copy powers. Where he's not really copying anything, he's still just picking stuff up and spewing it out at people. But there's a little more to it. There's a little something happening. This room, I'm pretty sure, is in Kirby's Adventure. It's probably in Superstar as well. It's an interesting thing. Towards the end of Kirby's Adventure, you go through a little black and white area that is... Oh, right. If you fall a long distance, like this, and he goes upside down, he can damage enemies. Whoops! Oh, God, I scared myself. But if he's just falling normally, it gets a little enemy up the bum-bum, and it doesn't go so well. So at the end of Kirby's Adventure, you have a little black and white section that kind of pays homage to this game, but then Kirby Superstar starts with just a retelling of Kirby's Dream Land. So it's really... I'm stupid. It's really interesting. If you play, you know, Kirby's Dream Land, and then Kirby's Adventure, and then Kirby Superstar, you're pretty much just playing the same 3 games 3 times. I mean, with a lot more game in there, I'm not saying, you know. But you are just repeating this 3 times in the long run. Well, that's all my stuff I had to say about Kirby. So now we can get down to the real nitty-gritty. I don't know what the real nitty-gritty is, but we can get down to it. Yeah, it's boss time. Actually, here's something I could talk about. I did turn off the notifications for the video, because I didn't want it to start up with, hey, look, you're playing a thing. Now, I do own this game twice. I have the original Game Boy copy, and I have the Kirby's Dream Collection. I guess I don't need to put a V there, but I have Kirby's Dream Collection, which also includes this. The only reason I'm not doing those is because capture cards cost more money than I can afford to put into this right now. If I get money out of this channel, I intend to put it right back into the channel. There are a lot of things that I would really need here to get going. And until I have all those things, I really can't be just, you know, throwing the money to just whatever the hell I want. Channels become self-funded. I forgot what I was talking about that. Oh, yeah. So, this is not a captured, entirely official version of the game. Which I'm not happy with. I would prefer to be... Oh my god, this is it. This is how I die. I would much prefer to be playing one of my actual copies of the game. I can't at the moment. But there is an interesting thing here that you're not seeing, which is a little thing I just discovered called retro achievements. Wow, I just stood there and took it. Retro achievements is a little thing that is built into RetroArch and like a number of the site's own emulators that are, like, none of them are in a 1.0 version, and I think they're all based on other emulators, and it's kind of weird. But if you're like me, and you just... Look, somewhere along the way I just found it hard to... Oh god, it's Krakow time. I found it hard to play a game without some sort of record, some sort of reason beyond just having fun. Like, that's not a good enough reason anymore. You know, be it a screenshot, or a let's play, or a review, or an achievement. Something left behind that shows, okay, I did this, and here's what's come of that. Oh no. Okay, I thought I had the control stick registered into this. apparently not so much. Nice. So having achievements for these old games, while very not necessary, and some would probably say ruins them a bit, and I wouldn't necessarily disagree. It's not like I'm gonna sit here and say, oh man, you gotta play these with the achievements. But, you know, I'm getting something out of it, and if you think you would get something out of it, then feel free to, ruin your playthrough with them as well. But because the notifications are not... I thought that had despawned when it went off the screen. God damn it. There we go, there's the secret. Okay, I couldn't remember if that was in this or not. Oh, you tricked me. You tricked me, you son of a bitch. God, I cannot keep a train of thought in this one. You know what it is I had so much trouble getting this to run exactly the way I wanted, because everything in RetroArch is an uphill battle that, like, my concentration is null. Also, I'm playing a video game and talking at the same time. And that's not helping. But yeah. The notifications are off, so you're not seeing the achievements, but I am getting them. And I guess what I'm getting at is, because I died once, I've already avoided that one achievement. Retro Achievements is really odd in that, like, it's not the people at the... Get it? It's not the people at the actual site, like, who run the site, who are making the achievements. Maybe some of them are making some of them. But pretty much what it winds up being is just whoever can be bothered to go make achievements for a game, they're just the one. You know, whoever gets there first and can sift through the code to try and put the achievement triggers in, they're the one who gets to dictate what they'll be. And what you wind up with is, there are some games, like, say, Castlevania Circle of the Moon, which have really good, fair achievements. So this is World 5, where you're just going to go through tiny stages representing each of the worlds that you just did. And then a boss. You're just refighting the boss. So this is a 30-minute game where you, where you're, like, just re-experiencing content. At the end, a fifth of it is rehash. So that's good. This is a good game, I like it. So you have some games that have, good achievements, like Castlevania Circle of the Night, where it's just, you collected this, you collected that, you've gotten so much of your map, you've gotten 25, 50, 75%, 100% of your map. Every 10 levels, you get an achievement. Every time you find one of the DSS cards, you get an achievement. Every time you beat one of the alternate, like, playthrough modes, you get an achievement. That kind of thing. And that's fair. Now, I swear somewhere in the documentation I saw a thing where they had mentioned, like, examples of achievements, like, oh, beat this boss without taking damage, or do this in this amount of time. And I feel like a lot of people just took that directly to heart. And what wound up happening is a lot of the games I see have that specifically, is every boss, beat this boss without taking damage, beat this in this amount of time. And that's not the most fun. Like, you don't see that so much in official achievements for, you know, modern games. But it's fine when it's used in moderation. If you have enough of those Castlevania achievements, and then you have a handful of, like, oh, and beat this without taking damage, it's, like, fun. I don't need to get every achievement in the game, just enough to show that I beat it I did the completion, and then you can have your challenge achievements in there too, that's fine. And then you have achievements like Mega Man and Bass for the Game Boy Advance, which already fuck that game in half. Sorry, I know this is Kirby, this is supposed to be upbeat, but fuck it sideways with a rake. I'm not, all of a sudden, I'm a lot less good at this. Mega Man and Bass is a very difficult game, to the point where I had a lot of trouble with that, even with save states. That's a problem. And some complete psychopath got the go-ahead to do the achievements for that game, and every achievement is like, beat this boss, take no damage, do something completely unreasonable, beat every boss with no damage, using only the Mega Buster, and it's like, really? And I went down into the comments, even, where he even said, I'm not going to put in any achievements related to collecting all the CDs in the game, because... And that was his reason. It's like, what is wrong with you? Now, there is a logic there, and it's the same logic that, say, Mario 3 for Game Boy Advance follows, which is, there's the original version of this game, and then there's this version of the game. And if you play the original, then you'll get the normal, I'm beating the game achievements. And for Mega Man and Bass, it's actually a English-patched Japanese ROM. Sorry, I wanted to let that music run, because this has become, like, my favorite Kirby theme. Not necessarily this rendition, just in general, I love Dedede's theme. It's so good! But yeah, I can see what they were going for, but it's still just, like, damn. We're talking about the only English version of the game, native English version of the game, and you're just making it a pain for a game that's already a pain. So you really gotta watch out for that. Oh no! I did the wrong thing. Anyways, enough about achievements. Let's take a look at the game at hand. This is the game's the series' first appearance of King Dedede. The series' first appearance of Carlos Mencia joke. That's what luck looks like. There was no skill involved. No, I did it again! Oh man, it's getting tense. Can he do it? I hate that that only counts as one. Eat shit! You did it. You got 5 pairs of stars. And then we have the Great Gourmet Race. No, I'm not joking. That was it. That was the whole game. It's very short. But it doesn't overstay its welcome. And it's fun the whole way through. That's enough for a short card trip, now and then. It's not something I would play over and over and over again in a short span of time, but it is something that I definitely enjoy playing now and then.